Shall we begin?
Hi and welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. Today we are reviewing Netflix original film Death Note.
How'd it get burned? How'd it get burned? How'd it get burned? Let the girl go!
Badrong or Badong.
Hi, I'm still me, Ruben. Thanks for joining us again. So we're reviewing Death Note. This is another Netflix original feature. Death Note, in case you didn't know, is an adapted manga. I'm gonna read these names because they're funny. Based on a famous Japanese manga written by Tsugami Onba and Takeshi Oppa. Okay. Death Note follows a high school student who picks up a notebook which gives him the powers to kill anybody he wants to. So basically, all he has to do is hold the person's face in his mind and write the name of the person in the book, as long as it's their real name, and he can specify how that person will die, and they will die. Oh my god! And so the plot is a Shinigami, a death god, drops his Death Note book, or an extra one because he's got his and somebody else's. I won't give any spoilers because that's fun. And he drops it, and this kid, Nat Wolf, you'll recognize him from The Fault in Our Stars, plays a character named Light Turner. And Light picks up this, he's a high school student, he picks up this book, and he thinks he's dreaming, and he gets kind of, you'll see in the trailer, he gets kind of, he's tricked into, I'll find the words, he's tricked into basically writing somebody's name in the book because he thinks he's dreaming. And then he realizes he has the power, and he has the power to kill anybody, and he becomes this sort of vigilante guy where he wants to be able to rid the world of all the bad guys, you know, terrible people like Hitler, Donald Trump, all those people he could do what he wants with. And
it's not going to solve a few crimes. It's going to solve all crime. Okay,
so you've got this kid with godlike powers now, and obviously everything spirals out of control because he very quickly goes from who are the bad guys to who I think are bad guys. Imagine what you would do with the powers and who you would get rid of. So on the counterpart of that, there is L, a super brain.
You're the one who flew into the sun. I'm just here to make sure you burn.
Nobody knows his true identity, but all the top agencies use L to figure out their toughest cases, the ones that they can't do, the ones that they don't understand. And so L is quickly brought in to the police force to help solve what is going on with what Light is doing. And there are many rules to the Death Note, and I'm just going to give you a little bit of a universal history. So Death Note is based, obviously, like I said, on the manga. It's got 12 volumes. There are 36 episodes of an anime that are critically acclaimed and have won loads of awards. There are 4 Japanese feature films already. So what Netflix has done, they've tried to take that world and condense it into one film, and they got Adam Wingard, who directed Blair Witch, to direct this. So as you can imagine, I'm a huge fan of Death Note, and I was actually quite excited by Adam Wingard directing this because Blair Witch is damn scary. I don't care who you are, that is a scary film.
I'm scared to open them.
Even Stephen King said that he couldn't watch it in one going. He had to stop. In fact, he had just had a massive accident. He was watching it from his hospital bed, and he had to ask his son to switch it off so he could watch the rest at a second viewing. That's how scary he felt Blair Witch was. So when I heard that Adam Wingard was directing this, I thought, wow, that's going to be a really fresh take on Death Note. And essentially it is. But what they've done is they try to condense the entire story, all 12 volumes, all 36 episodes, all 4 films into one film. And not only have they done that, but they've taken it away from the Japanese kind of side of things and based it in America.
Yes.
And unfortunately, it might have worked, but the lead has no charisma on screen. And the lead in the Japanese animes and in the films was portrayed, or at least the character, that's what was portrayed as being really, really smart. But here, he's portrayed as being really, really kind of thick, that he just doesn't get it. He might be slightly creative in the ways that he wants to get people killed, but they're only taking steps from the manga as to that kind of, it feels like they've rushed everything. They've tried to condense it into a really like small package.
Relax, Light. You're asleep.
Relax, Light. You're asleep.
And I think that's a really dumb idea. I think the concept is brilliant. To bring it to a Western audience is a great idea. There's so much content there. But to condense it into an hour-and-a-half feature film, to put it all in one little neat package, is just madness. I would say there are a couple of saving graces. There are a couple of things that really work for this film. The cinematography is phenomenal. It looks amazing.
Following the lead. You?
I'm leaving.
The special effects are so good. In fact, the special effects of the Shinigami is brilliant. Much better than the feature films. If you watch the feature films from the Japanese feature films, that is one of their weak points, where the Shinigamis look digital. But here, he's crept in darkness a lot of the time, but when you do see him, he looks real. And what makes it even better is the Shinigami is voiced by William Dafoe.
Shall we begin?
And he is brilliant. Every time he's on screen, you go, oh, I just want to see more of him. Every time he leaves the screen, you're just like, oh no, it's the kid that's not smart. And the fact that his counter L is so much smarter, you just don't believe that he doesn't get caught sooner. They do change the story a lot, and they don't adhere to a lot of the rules from Death Note, which when I was watching with my sons, we felt weird. It was one of the things my sons pointed out. They went, wait a minute, why can he do that? He shouldn't be able to do that. They bring in, I'm not going to say what other characters they bring in. If you're a huge fan, you will know immediately what they've done. If you are, and I say this a lot about adapted manga stuff, I say that with Valerian, if you're aware of there's an extra world out there and you wanted to go and read those first or watch the manga first, I would say watch the film first, then go watch the anime, because what will happen is you'll be like, oh, that was okay. And then you'll watch the anime and you go like, damn, that's good.
Shh. Listen.
But if you do it the other way around, you're going to be really upset, because it's like your baby that they've ruined. The cinematography is great. They've done this thing with the sound, the score, where ever since Guardians of the Galaxy and Stranger Things, where the 70s, 80s theme tune kind of seems to carry a lot of the film, they've done that with this as well. And it really didn't fit. It felt out of place. But not all the soundtrack was from that era, but it felt like that's what they were doing. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to put this film in the Badong series for bad and wrong. I was so hoping that this film would be awesome. I'm a huge fan of what Netflix do. Their original content is normally amazing. Their TV series are mostly just fantastic. And in my eyes, normally they can't do no wrong. So I was really upset with Death Note because I'm such a huge fan. And maybe because I'm too close to it, maybe it's not as bad as that. Why didn't you have a watch it? It's gonna be out on Netflix. Let me know what you think in the comments below. We're still running this competition, so if you want to win all of these and you reside within the UK and you want to get a copy of Bleeder as well, then you can win all of this. Just join us, subscribe to us, like and comment, and we'll pick your name out of a magical hat. Hey, that's my review. I hope it's okay. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it informative, and that you'll think about what you'll watch. Maybe you'll watch the film and then go watch the anime. Definitely do that if you haven't seen the anime. Don't do the other way around. Thanks. Bye.